Coming home sixth today with Brett Moffitt. And Brett, let's start with you real quick. Uh, you you're a rookie in the series. Come in running up front right away today at Iowa Speedway in front of your family and friends. Had to be kind of a homecoming for you.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, and I think we really could have done better. Just we gambled on 2 tires only and fuel, which ended up hurting us at the end. But during the middle of the race, when we just had those 2 rights, we were extremely fast. So we figured it'd hold to the end, but it didn't quite make it there.
You were there in third at one point going into the late stages. But is that it that you faded with that change that you made?
Yeah, our left front was down to the cords almost, so it definitely hurt us at the end. But it was extremely fast in the middle of the race. We were probably the fastest car out there for a while, but that soon came to an end.
You made quite a charge. Tell us what you think after running on this 7/8 mile track.
Oh, this place is awesome to race on. 2 grooves all the way around, so it was extremely fun out there passing people and getting to race with some people.
Okay, let me switch over real quick. Our third place finisher, David Mayhew, first among the competitors from the West Coast today. David, you were right up there from the beginning. I mean, yesterday in practice, you were atop the leader chart for quite a while, and all day today in practice and in the race, you were charging to the front. Tell us about your day.
We had a good day. I mean, the car unloaded real fast. Didn't change a whole lot in practice. Went out there and put down a pretty good qualifying lap for, I mean, it was sprinkling and first car out. So watch Kyle Busch make us all look like amateurs out there in qualifying. But in the race, we had a really good car. We were just kind of cruising with Kyle there, then came in the pits, lost some spots. But in the end, we put 2 tires on with 60 or 70 to go, and that really brought the car back and made a charge towards the front. Just didn't quite have enough.
Brian Ickler, our second place finisher today. Brian, you kind of are in a unique situation that you ran 2 years on the West Coast, ran full-time in the East Series last year, and then this year kind of doing a combination of several things. But to come back and run in the Camping World Series this year, tell us about your event today.
Oh, we were pretty good once we had loaded in practice. All practice was pretty decent. Qualifying was decent. We started the race pretty tight and worked on it, do all the pit stops. Got it freed up pretty good. Got back up through there. Had some great racing with the 44 Brett. I always do when I run against him. David Mayhew, every time we go out and run with him on the West Coast. Kyle's car was extremely fast. I had one shot at him down there on a restart, and the whole time I'm thinking truck ride, my back of my head, and he's helped me out with everything. So I didn't touch him. But me and David sure worked our tails off for the last 10 laps trying to pass each other, and I wasn't going to give him anything, and he wasn't going to give me anything. So all in all, it was a good day, and I had fun, and pretty good day.
At this point, I'll open it up to questions.
Hey, Brett, congrats on this top 6. Obviously, top 5 sounds a lot better, but when the tires are going like that, do you just have to fight, not one to be a hero and just drive the wheels off it and just kind of say, hey, we're going to get what we're going to get, and just stay calm?
Yeah, it's really hard to do that, but you don't really have another choice. You have what you have, and you just can't really make much more out of it. You can kind of change your lineup, search around, which is what I was doing, but there's only so much you can do to help it like that.
Let me ask real quick, David and Brian. You mentioned Brian in the closing laps, the battle the two of you had. On the TV monitor at one point, it looked like you guys were door to door and both sliding sideways a little bit. Was it a problem getting a hold of things after that? David, let me ask you first.
Yeah, I mean, I had a good run on Brian, and we were side by side for a few laps, and being down there on the bottom after a few laps, it just starts getting slippery, and tried to put the power down a little much and kind of came around, hit the rear of his car with my right rear, and got us both sideways, and we both went up the track. But both kept going and got beside him again. I think at the end just didn't quite have enough. He had a really good car and drove the heck out of it.
Brian, any concern when you got hit that that might be it for both of you?
No, I tell you, the scariest part is you're driving down at turn 1, and he's on the inside, and you could just see a little bit of orange, and you're not lifting, and he's thinking, I'm going to lift as soon as he lifts, and I'm thinking the same thing he's lifting, and just keep going harder and harder and harder every lap. And there at the end, it was like, God, we got to start lifting. We're not going to make it. So that was a little on edge, but we just, he ran me clean. I tried to run him clean, and it's fun racing like that.
Brett, I want to ask you another question. It's got to be awesome for a young driver like yourself to be competing out there on the track with drivers, although these guys are both very young. They've both got a lot of experience, and certainly Kyle Busch is young but has a ton of experience under his belt.
Yeah, it's just really great coming out here and being able to race with these guys, having the privilege to race with such great race car drivers, and it just helps me with building my skills, watching them and seeing what they're doing, and just, they're going to race you clean, so it's just a fun time.
Next question.